Hey everyone, Alberta from Bulgarian Mama's Cooking here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make Ferrero Rocher chocolates at your very own home with only few simple ingredients. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. And before we go further with this video, support the mama by hitting the subscribe button. I promise you will love my recipes, and let's get started. First of all, you're gonna need 3 chocolates with hazelnut. I'm gonna use this brand. However, I wasn't able to find chocolates with already crushed hazelnuts. That's why I'm gonna have to do that myself right now. If you are able to find chocolates with already crushed hazelnuts, then you can definitely skip this step. However, it is really easy to just use your rolling pin and a Ziploc baggie and crush the chocolates and hazelnuts yourself. Then I'm going to use double broiler to melt the chocolate. Now it's very important that the heat here is medium to low and the water in your casserole does not touch the bowl. I'm moving the chocolate to the bowl, and then to that I'm adding some coconut cream. I absolutely love coconut cream. However, if you're not able to find coconut cream, although you should because they are in every grocery store, but if you prefer to use heavy whipping cream, then go for it. You can definitely use heavy whipping cream. Just use a little tiny bit and add it gradually. I will leave exact instructions in description, so be sure to check it out. I'm also adding this hazelnut spread with cocoa, and if you're not able to find it, I found it in Whole Foods, but sometimes it's low in stock. You can check Amazon, but if you're not able to find this particular brand or this particular type of hazelnut spread, you can go for Nutella chocolate. Just make sure that you're adding a little tiny bit because Nutella is really bad for you. It is high in sugar. It might be super delicious, but it's high in sugar and high in saturated fat. Make sure that you're constantly mixing with a spatula. It is very important that you don't let the chocolate burn. That is why you have to mix until everything is melted and it's well combined, and then remove from the heat, let it come down to room temperature, and then saran wrap it and move it to a freezer for 1 to 2 hours. So here is the Ferrero chocolate right here that I have, and I'm gonna try to make my very own Ferrero chocolates by using this ice cream spoon. It's a small ice cream spoon. Alright, so I'm gonna spoon a little tiny bit of the mixture, and then I'm gonna take it out of the spoon, and I'm going to try to form something looking like a disc, as you can see in the video. Then I'm grabbing a hazelnut. Those are baked hazelnuts with no added salt, and then I'm going to roll it into a small ball in between my palms, just like so. And it does not melt all over the place because this mixture is very cold. Alright, so here I have this plastic tray from the original Ferrero box that I'm gonna use, but of course it wasn't enough, so I had to use a plate as well. It's just important that you store those in the fridge after they're done. You can shape those chocolates any size you want, really. You can make them a little bigger or a little smaller. It's really up to you. Alright, so here I have the almost ready chocolates, and the next thing that I'm gonna do is grind some hazelnuts that I'm gonna need for my chocolates as well, because I'm doing a hazelnut layer as well, because my chocolates are not gonna have the waffle layers that the original Ferrero candies have. Alright, so I have my hazelnut crumbs ready, and I'm going to roll in every single chocolate of mine into the hazelnut crumbs, just like so. And when they stay in the room temperature for a little tiny bit, they will get a little melty, so this will help for the crumbs to stick better. I'm moving them into candy liner. Of course, you don't really need to do that. It doesn't really matter because it does not have any chocolate yet, so even if you put them in a plate, that's perfectly okay. So you can stop here, you don't really need to add anything else, but if you want to go a step extra and to make this really easy and quick chocolate ganache for your chocolates, then you can definitely do that. Here I'm going to use this little chocolates. They have no added sugar, and I talked about them before in my other videos. I like those a lot. I'm gonna combine them with some coconut oil, and then in the microwave it goes. Make sure that you do small intervals of 10-15 seconds and you stir in between, just like I'm doing in the video. Don't do more than 15 seconds because you do not want your chocolate to burn. This is not what you want. I mean, it's just not gonna be good. As soon as the coconut oil is well incorporated and your chocolate is well melted, your ganache is ready, so you can start covering your chocolates with the ganache. I recommend that you use 2 forks and very carefully, just like so, cover the whole chocolate with the chocolate ganache and then let the excessive chocolate drip and move it to a tray. And I covered my tray with a parchment paper. It's just easier, it's not sticky, and it's easier to remove later on. Alright, so as soon as you cover all the chocolates, and again depending on the size, you will end up with 24 to 30 chocolates. Move them to a freezer for about 30 minutes, or if you prefer to move them to your fridge, you can do that. Just give them a little longer to set, maybe an hour or 2. And here is how my homemade Ferrero chocolates look like. They are so delicious and so easy to make, so I hope you give this recipe a try. And one more thing, make sure that you store those in a fridge because the ganache is made with coconut oil, and coconut oil melts very easily at room temperature. Alright, so now I'm gonna compare mine to the original Ferrero chocolates. I'm showing you a little tiny bit of my social media stories, and if you're interested in following me on social, then there will be a link in the description. And that brings me to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Bulgarian Mommy's cooking. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're interested in such content and haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button with the bell on so that you know every time when I post a new video. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.